Good morning, people. Let's talk about wow. Yesterday was a day. It was a day. The heart of man is really cold. It's really cold. I want to start out by saying this. Look, there was a Stop the Violence rally on Wednesday here in Columbus. And I didn't know that rally was going on. I happened to come across it on my way home from picking my daughter up from work. And I did get a chance to say something to a few people, and they agree with what I was saying. And I pray to God that the next Stop the Violence rally I am aware of. I pray that I'm made aware of it because I really need to say some words to the people. My heart goes out to the youth and to the children because they have been put in a situation that they don't understand, and apparently the parents don't either. The adults, not just the parents, but the adults don't understand the position that they have allowed the children to fall into. And this thing, whether you do something about it or not, I've still got to do what the Lord is telling me to do. And one, that is to make people aware that we are closer than ever to the end times, which means that the dark realm is working overtime to get as many souls as they can to come to hell with them. Yeah. And people are not teaching their children about God as they should. And some of the ones that are teaching their children about God is not actually teaching them the truth about God. The mothers are not at home raising the children as they should. They're allowing the children to be carried away with technology. These children don't know anything about values, true standards, true morals. And that is the people's fault. You come together and you do these things about stop the violence, these rallies. And it's like you're doing the same thing over and over, but you're not getting any kind of leeway. Things are still just as bad as it was before you did the rally, even worse. And that's because we are not in a natural state right now. We are not in a natural battle. This is a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual battle. This is not a natural fight that we're fighting here. It's a spiritual thing. Let me tell you one of the things that happened yesterday. I'm going to tell you about all of them, hopefully. But this is where I need to put this part. Yesterday, there was an older man trying to cross the street. And the light turned on him. And those cars started driving through there doing 35, 40, as if they didn't see that man there. Now, he hadn't quite made it to the middle of the road. He was like in the middle of the two parts, with both cars going the same way. He was in the middle of those, right in the middle of the cars that's going the same way. And I mean, they were speeding through there. It was like the man wasn't even there. And I had to lay on my horn in order to get those people to stop and let that man go past. They looking at this man like, what the hell are you doing? Instead of stopping and letting this elderly man get across the street. Hearts have waxed cold. Hearts have gone cold. I could not believe that I was sitting there witnessing this atrocity. No, he shouldn't have been crossing the street at that precise time, but he did. You're in a car. You're in something that's made of steel and metal. You could kill that man. And then you'll say, well, he walked out in front of the car. No. He was wrong for walking out there. But you, that's in something that is labeled a weapon, should have stopped. But those cars kept going as if that man was not trying to cross that street. I couldn't believe I was seeing that. I couldn't believe it. Now back to this rally. Hearts have gone cold, and people don't realize that the whole purpose that mothers are supposed to be in the house raising the children is for things like this to not happen. To raise the children so that they know mama's purpose is to stay in the house. Yes, to keep the house clean. Yes, to cook. And yes, to raise the children. When you're raising the children, that keeping a clean house and cooking is planting values in them and morals and standards. While you at home doing this for your children and your children at home, you are supposed to teach your children about the right way of life, not the way that life that mankind have made, but the life that God made, the true way of life. But instead, just about everybody have chosen to go the way that men have made. And you watching these children kill each other daily. Daily. And it's like y'all don't want to see that it's because the mothers are not at home and because the dads are not taking care of their business of providing. And because the people that own these businesses that are employing the people are not paying them what they're supposed to be paying them. All of this could be changed easily and quickly. But people mind, from the mama to the daddy to the business owner, your hearts are on money. It's not on the children. It's not on life. It's on money. It's on money. And it's like y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Last night when I left to go pick my son up from work, about 2 blocks down is a gas station. It looked like it was a car accident there. But when I looked over there and looked at the SUV that was involved in that car accident, it looked like it was had been in a roller derby. I don't know exactly what happened, but the way those cars look, it looked like they were having an altercation. And it ended up with a head-on collision. It looked like it was just, I don't know, but it was horrible. And then I got a couple more blocks down, and I don't know if that was a car accident or a shooting, because there was one car in the middle of the street, the main street, and then the other car was on the side of the road a little ways down. Then I got a little bit farther down the road. There were 2 cars they were pulling up to a bar with their sirens. On my way home, there was an ambulance and the police going down the side street trying to get to somebody's house. Y'all, it is insanity to continue to talk about laws. When y'all know the laws that's already set in place is not working. You scream the police, the police, the police. The police cannot stop this. The police is man. This that is going on is spiritual. And in order to combat something spiritual, you have to go to a spiritual being. And that spiritual being is Jesus. I don't care who or what y'all got to say about Jesus, but you're looking at the proof. A lot of y'all won't say he ain't real, but everything that Bible say is happening in the world today. And if you can't see that, it's something wrong with your mind. It's something wrong with your comprehension, and it's something wrong with your understanding. There's something wrong with you. Listen. And it's only what? 9:29 in the morning. 9:29 a.m. And the police and fire trucks is out this early. Come on. Come on. You cannot continue to go the same route and do the same thing and expect to change. Police are ministers of God. But when it comes down to a spiritual battle, and the Bible tells us that our enemy is not natural man. It's not flesh and blood. It is spiritual. Spiritual. And you cannot fight that unless you fight with a spiritual being. So the next time y'all have a rally anywhere in this world, the next time y'all have a rally, spend that whole time holding hands, crying out to the Lord. And I'm not talking about no regular, I'm pretty kind of prayer. I'm talking about a snot slinging, tear rolling, eye jerking, tear jerking prayer. Talk to the Lord about what's going on. And when you go home, each individual talk to the Lord about what's going on and ask him to intervene. That is, if you really care, you really want change. If you really care, you really want change. Your rallies should be coming together and crying out to the Father, to the Lord. That is the only way that is the only way. That is the only way that we will get results. That's the only way. The only way. Cry out to the Father. Right now, man cannot stop what is going on. And I don't care what effort you do. The only thing man is going to do is just constantly pick up bodies and lock them up. Pick up bodies, bury them. Pick up a person, lock them up. Pick up a body, bury it. Pick up a person, lock them up. That is the only thing that man can do right now. Man is going to pick up a body, bury it, pick up a person, lock them up, and then the only way and the only solution you got to stop that is to cry out to the Lord. Cry out to the Lord. A lot of y'all say it ain't my business until it hits your doorstep. I ain't got no kids, but you got a sister or a brother, an auntie or uncle, and they got kids. Until it hit your doorstep, you don't care. Why let it hit your doorstep? Step in and help out right now before it hits your doorstep. Mothers, go home and raise your children. The world, the entire world, hold hands and cry out to the Father. Collectively and individually in your own home. That is the only way you're going to get change. The only way. People's hearts are cold, and that is because the devil himself ain't released. Satan himself ain't released. But his little imps and people that he are using and the fallen angels, they're walking the earth. And those 4 angels that is up on the Euphrates River, they're about to be released. Hey. 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 And y'all think y'all seeing something now? They being released to kill off a third of the world. They being released to kill off a third of the world, the population of the world. You ain't seeing nothing yet. Cry out to the Lord. That is the only solution we have. The only solution. There's no other solution. Now, if y'all really care, you will do exactly what I'm telling y'all the Lord is saying to do. Cry out to the Lord. Now, I love y'all with the love of God, and I'm going to leave y'all with this revelation. Cry out to him. I love y'all with the love of God. Peace until next time.